Good afternoon, my YouTube family. I'm just standing up here looking through my window. Sometimes I do that and just admiring nature. And I was thinking about, and I'm just coming back from CVS, and I'm thinking about why is the prescription prices so high? Yes, the prescription people cannot afford to get their medicine because most of them is not covered by insurance. Some people have to pay out of pocket, and some of them the copay is so huge. And I was in the store today. A woman prescription was over $700, and it was, that's ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. And she kept repeating $700, $700. And I'm keep repeating in my mind, $700. You know, this is so ridiculous for a person have to pay so much for insurance. Some of them insurance is more than that because I have a friend. She passed away now, but she did have cancer, breast cancer, and she was in remission for 20 years. And believe me, when people is in remission, when the cancer come back, it come back with a vengeance. It come to kill. Anytime they get out of remission, this cancer come to kill you. You know, and her prescription was like $8.99 a month. She have to pay for 30 pills. $8.99 a month for only 30 pills. I mean, enough pills to last her for the whole month. That's what it was. She have enough pills. So $8.99 for each month. And our insurance drop her because because a prescription and the doctor fee is so high, and they drop her. And you know, a couple of friends of us, it was me that my idea was to start picking up collection for her to get her prescription for that month. And I figure each month we was gonna pick up collection so that she could pay for her prescription, because that time she was applying for the state because her insurance dropped her. Now she have to turn to the state. And this woman is a hard-working woman. And even though she have cancer, she was just working every day until the doctor tell her, no, you got to stop, because she was getting weak. She was feeling pain all over her body. She was getting lumps all over her body. This cancer just take over her whole body. And we pick up the collections, and I was in charge to pick up the collection because this was my idea. So no one wanted to pick up the collection. No one wanted to be responsible. So I pick up the collection, and I pick up like a little bit over $500, and I put the rest of it there because it was like $8.99. So I put the rest of the money on it so that she could get her prescription. And this go on for several months, where even some of the people where I was working at, no one want to give no money, because they're saying that it's not their fault she got the cancer, and she have a insurance, and the insurance should be paying it for the prescription, but the insurance wasn't. She applied for the state, so she was waiting to see what the state was gonna do. And people shouldn't have to go through that. People that work hard every day, And finally, the state start to pay for her treatments. They start to pay for everything. They pay for her meds. And could you imagine what she went through, worrying. She have to worry about having the cancer. Now she have to worry about how is she gonna get her med. Am I gonna get my med next month? And this cancer is spreading, And she come down with because when you got cancer, it breaks down your immune system. She wasn't diabetic before, now she's diabetic, type 1 diabetic. And with that, it looked like the cancer attacked her lungs because now she has to depend on oxygen. She was in a bad situation, And I never knew that she was like 5'6", 5 feet 6 inches tall. And when the cancer finished with her, she looked like it was around 5 feet. She got short, and she was a tall woman. All of a sudden, she got short, and she don't even look like herself no more. It tear down the muscles in her body. She didn't have no muscles. Her bone, it was eating at her bone because she got shorter. And she started to get the treatment from the state, the medication, they cover her medication, which I was so happy for her, because a person didn't have to suffer like that, worrying about your medication. That's what it reminded me of her today. I'm in the store, and that's what happened, People always have to worry about medication or this big old giant copay, And these are people that work all their life. People work all their life and they have to suffer. They can't afford medication, I don't know true it is, but I heard in Canada, healthcare is very good there. Healthcare is good. They don't suffer because the Canadian government take care of their people. And I also heard about England do the same thing. So why can't the United States do the same thing? Why people have to be working hard and having copay and all this copay? People, they create copay, and the prescription cost is so high. People have bills to pay. They can't pay their bills. They can't pay their mortgage because they have to pay for med. That is not good. It's not good. You can't even afford to be sick. You can't even afford to be sick. You have to be fretting about insurance when they take money out of your check every single week for insurance, Social Security and all that. They take money out of your check every single week. Time you get a check, something is missing out of it because they claim that it's for you as you get older. You've been taken care of, and it's all a bunch of bullshit. That's not true. Where the money go, I don't know. What about, all right, let me ask you a question. During 9/11, not 9/11, sorry, during the COVID, all these people that died, all these senior citizens that died from COVID, what happened to their Social Security? What happened to all these people that died Social Security? Ask yourself that. What happened to their Social Security? I think people that work all their life and they work hard and come to retirement age and they died from something like a COVID. No, COVID take a lot of people out. I don't call that dying of natural cause. You know, it was an epidemic and people died. I think all that money should go to their children or their grandchildren. The government shouldn't have that in their pocket. You know, all that money they save. I'm talking about, oh, Social Security. They're going to cut Social Security. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. What about all these people that died at an early age? The government keep the Social Security. Their family don't get it. So don't that count for anything? The epidemic killed so much. The COVID killed a lot of people. What happened to all these Social Security money? Where did it go? And then they have the nerve talking about they might be cutting Social Security and they raising the price of everything. People can't even get to eat. People don't look into things like that. I look into things like that, you know. There's a lot of people, how many hundreds of thousands of people that died from that COVID. What happened to their money? Some of them getting like $1,500 a month, some get $2,500, some probably don't even get none. But what about the ones that get money? What happened to their money? Why can't the government take care of their children? Yeah? And people suffering. People have different kind of disease and can't even get taken care of. You hear that their insurance is dropping them. There should be a law that the insurance cannot drop a person because they are sick. That's why you have insurance. You get insurance because when you get sick, the insurance is there. You know, your health insurance is there for you. But they're gonna drop your insurance because you're sick. Though you didn't work most of your life to go on the state, for the state to take over and take care of you. You work so your insurance could take care of you, the money you put in the system because you work. You know, people who never work, who sit on their asses, they get better care than the ones that work. Because you got Medicaid jumping and help them. I'm not saying Medicaid not supposed to help nobody because I wish they would help me. But Medicaid jump in and help them. The state help them. But what about the hard-working people that get sick? Nah? You have a lot of people that never work. And I don't know what some of them going to collect when they get old. They're going to stay on the welfare. You know? And then they complain that they can't pay rent. They have to be homeless. Or they living in the projects. Some of them they cause their own problem. Because as a youngster, they don't work. They sit on their ass depending on the welfare. And the welfare is for the needy, not the greedy. But I'm telling you, that's not the way it's working. Because it looks like they do not care about no one. The hard-working people out there, they retired and have to go pick up a second job. Some people is over 70 years old and working. 70-year-old, you shouldn't even have a job. They're out there working. Those jobs should be for the younger people. Because a lot of young people out there can't find no work. And people in the 70s, they're forced to go back out and work because they cannot, the Social Security is not enough. That is not good for anybody. You're 70-year-old, most 70-year-old have back problem, you got knee problem, you got problem that you never heard of in my life. Things on their body hurt that they didn't even know that they have. Everything hurts. If you sneeze, it hurts. You cough, it hurts. You know, they can't bend down, pick up nothing. That hurts. And they're out there working in aches and pain because their social security is not enough and they do not have health insurance. You know, somebody tell me if this is right. I want somebody to respond to me. Tell me if this is right and if they're going through the same thing. Because I feel sorry for people, you know. You go to pick up a prescription and you got to tell them that's okay. You know, I'll be back. I can't pick it up right now. Or they can't pick it up ever because they don't have the money. You have to decide. Either you pay your rent, pay your mortgage, eat food, or pay your bills. You have to decide between those or getting your medicine. You know, people have to make a choice. Either you pay your overhead or you get your medication. This is the United States of America, and this should not happen. You know, people be turning away because they can't afford to pick up their prescription. You look at these people, their people look so tired from being overworked or look old and tired and worn out because, you know, they've been working all their life and they just retired and can't afford their medication. You know, that is terrible. So, you know, that's murder. That's murder. Capital murder. That's what it is. When a person go and cannot get their medication, what they need to survive, and you work most of your life, been working since you're 16, 14 years old, and cannot get your medication, that is murder because they're sending people home to die. They know better than the people who are there shooting are killing people. What difference does it make? Huh? They're killing it. They're more dangerous than the person in the street with the gun. Because when you can't get your medication, they're killing you. Because a lot of people's life depends on their medication. Children depend on their medication. You got a lot of young newborn baby with cancer. Teenagers, infants with cancer. And they can't afford, the parents can't afford medication. That is murder. They're murdering the people. No one should be turned away because of medication. You know? And no one should be turned away. No one should be turned away because they can't pay for their medication. That is bad. That is bad for the country. They're not treating their senior citizens good. Senior citizens is the one that build this country. You know? They act like when you become a senior citizen, you don't matter. People don't like you no more because you're old. As long as you're young and don't have a wrinkle on you, they love you. But once you get old, they hate you. They don't like you. They talk to senior citizens like they're nobody. You know? I hate to see, especially in Florida. You come here in Florida, almost every store in Florida have senior citizens working. You go to McDonald's, they're senior citizens. You go to Burger King, they're senior citizens. You go to Walmart, it's full with senior citizens. Macy's, senior citizens, everywhere. Every grocery store, every department store, senior citizens. And restaurants, senior citizens. They're not working because they want to work. They're working because they have to. They have no choice. And something should be done about this. Senior citizens need to be taken care of. They're somebody's child. But senior citizens don't get treated like they're anybody. and something needs to be done. And this is Francine signing off. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Have a nice night.